Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Students of District 3 took to the streets of Castries on Wednesday to walk their way to a healthy lifestyle. It was their annual Fun Walk and Health Fair where they were encouraged to build healthy exercise and diet habits and were informed about lifestyle diseases. Jacques Wooding reports.
The District 3 Fun Walk and Health Fair is an annual activity held to encourage students to be active and adopt healthy habits. Primary school students and teachers followed a route which ended at the Mindo Phillip Park in Marcia for a health fair. There, students were addressed by various agencies on the issues of health. Sports coordinator for District 3, Eldridge Charles, says that in the age of technology, many students do not get regular exercise or develop healthy habits.
The health fair and the fun walk was a holistic idea that we had because a lot of children nowadays, not only children but adults, they're growing up and they have no idea how to take care of themselves, to do blood tests, sugar tests, etc. And so you have a lot of people in later ages having diabetes, etc. And right now at this age of technology, a lot of them always on the tablet, they don't actually get a chance to move around. So the fun walk is to encourage them to do activities like that, move around and try to be healthy.
Charles says that the event is also of high significance to the maintenance of the District 3 sporting program.
Another aspect which was fundraising, and that was to help out the sports committee, because as much as we try our best to get the athletes moving and get them prepared and do as much as they can, but they on their own cannot do everything and we on our own cannot do everything. So in that aspect as well, it helps us to help develop our athletes better and get them to work harder.
One booth available at the health fair was hosted by St. Lucia Planned Parenthood Association. Students who attended this booth were addressed on positive hygiene and self-esteem practices. Patricia Bissett Modest of SLPPA says students were very interested in the knowledge being dispensed.
It was a pleasure for me to be here because what happened, the topic they asked me to talk about is personal hygiene and self-esteem. And I find that was very good according to the age of the children. They are from primary and infant school. Personal hygiene, how best they can take care of the body, to explain all that to them and asking them questions to have the answers that I had to give them the correct answers. When I asked them about bathing, some of them tell me they will wash their private part first before they would wash their faces, okay? And I asked them when the body is clean, how do they feel about themselves? If they smell nice, how they feel? When they finish bathe, when they look at themselves in the mirror, they have wiped themselves with a clean towel. How do they feel about themselves? They tell me, Miss, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm nice, and all this kind of thing. It gave me a great pleasure to hear these children and that I could impact some of my knowledge to them about personal hygiene.
Organizations like Faces of Cancer and the St. Lucia Diabetes and Hypertension Association also collaborated on the initiative and were on hand at the fair. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
The dream of attaining a college degree still remains elusive for many. The Ministry of Education is continuing its work to help bridge the gap between students on island and colleges that work with the ministry to offer opportunities for St. Lucian students. On the 23rd of October, ministry officials met with parents and students to commence the 2019 St. Lucia Career and College Fair.
Annually, the St. Lucia Career and College Fair is held to provide an opportunity for students, parents, and the general public to interact with representatives of various local, regional, and international educational institutions. Detailed discussions are held on how tertiary-level education can be accessed at the institutions. The fair also provides the opportunity for students to consider career paths and provides information on the skills and qualifications needed to pursue these professions. Chief Education Officer Fiona Myers said she is continuously satisfied with the outcome of the annual event and encouraged students to prepare themselves to take advantage of the opportunities presented to them.
This is special. In as much as it continues to happen, let us not take it for granted that we are given the opportunity to find out what is there. And there's so much out there. So here's what. First, I'd like you to appreciate the effort, students. Do not come in here and think, oh, I've been asked to come, so I am here. Walk with a purpose. Come in with your questions. Ask, find out, see what the options are. And even if you have this beautiful idea in your mind as to what you want to do, be open-minded.
In the past, the Department of Education has been successful in maintaining partnerships with educational institutions, which have made various scholarships available to the people of St. Lucia. Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Gail Rigobert, says students must be aware that in the age of technology, they compete on a global level to secure employment.
Any job opportunity available in St. Lucia is not limited to only the persons who hold a St. Lucian birth certificate or passport. It also means when benevolent governments, development agencies, and international banks undertake projects in St. Lucia, that the job opportunities that arise from these projects are not limited to only persons who hold a St. Lucian birth certificate or passport, which therefore translates into that you are being pitted against other international citizens. And therefore, you ought to receive an education that forever places you head and shoulders above any other global citizen, or at least you can square shoulders with them.
The 2019 St. Lucia Career and College Fair commenced on October 23, 2019, and concluded on October 24, 2019 at the Finance Administrative Center in Castries. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Water storage tanks are now among the list of products manufactured in St. Lucia thanks to the foresight of Bryson Company Limited. The production and exportation of water storage tanks from the company is expected to boost rainwater harvesting, employment, and the overall GDP of St. Lucia.
Bryson Company Limited has recently added a new addition to its manufacturing portfolio, water storage tanks. The company, which specializes in roof material, steel construction, and chain link fencing, is now the sole manufacturer of water storage tanks in St. Lucia, producing tanks holding as small as 200 gallons up to 1,300 gallons of storage capacity. According to Operations Executive Ziva Cox, the locally manufactured storage tanks are more cost-effective for the company as well as the customers.
We eliminate the freight charges for bringing in the robust or bulky water tanks into St. Lucia. Usually, importing these bulky water tanks would mean an increased freight cost. Then the sellers would pass this on to the customers. However, as Bryson Company manufactures the tanks, we will pass on the savings to our customer. This means that we will cater to all levels of income on the island.
Ms. Cox further adds that by expanding its product line, Bryson Company Limited has positively impacted the economy by hiring more employees from the community and increasing its annual exports. Building technician Brad Innocent said that the tanks are more superior in quality and durability than those being imported to the island.
The design of our tank, which is a monolithic tank, meaning it's one unit. Okay, it carries ribs on the outside which make it stronger and it will be more durable. Okay, our water tanks also carries a health guideline on the inside which make it safe and it is FDA approved.
In light of the climate change crisis, officials from Bryson Company Limited are encouraging St. Lucians to save and conserve as much water as possible through rainwater harvesting. The raindrops from the roof can be channeled through seamless guttering and into a Bryson Company Limited storage tank. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Tennyson Glasgow is up next with all the sporting action.